Well, this is some axle tubes and CD hubs for another rubber band powered car. I'm using that pink filament that I don't like. Just thought I'd make use of it, use it up. And I've also pushed the printer to go a bit faster, so I've no idea what these will be like. They'll probably break when we try and use them. But as long as we get a run out of it for the rubber band powered car, it should be good enough. Hi guys, I did a poll on my main channel showing 4 different cardboard boxes, asking which one people thought I should make into a rubber band powered car. This was box A, box B, C, D. I made rubber band powered car out of C because that was the one that got the votes. Then I made one out of D because I can. And I've just made one out of B using the same components from C and D. So CD for wheels, plastic bottle caps for the hubs, bamboo skewers for the axles, paper straws for the axle tubes, cardboard box, rubber band, and sticky tape to hold it all together. So I'm now going to do something a little bit different for box A, because that's the last one that's left. Those of you who watch my videos know that I've got a 3D printer, and I like 3D printing things. So I 3D printed a couple of axle tubes. That one for the front, so we can wrap the rubber band around there. And that one for the back, got a gap in the middle so we can get to the axle. We'll still need the bamboo canes or barbecue skewers. But because I've got 3D printer, I've 3D printed these hubs that should clip into there, like that. The only thing is they're a little bit loose, so I'll have to put some tape on them or something just to hold them in place. Oh, that one doesn't want to go on. That must be a slightly different size. Oh, it's got hot glue on it, that's what it is. These are all ones I've used before, as you can probably work out. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that shouldn't spin. That should be a tight grip, so I'll have to put a bit of glue on there to stop them spinning. BT broadband. Gosh, that must be old. 2009. Okay, so that's our hubs. I will glue them in place in a minute, but those are a nice tight fit on there. So first thing I'm going to do is glue the box shut. I'll use SuperGlue for that. It'd be an idea if we glue it so it's fairly straight. Straighter the better. And we really don't want to glue our fingers together if we can avoid that. So that bit that I put on there is no good. So I've now got super glue on my fingers. But after a few seconds that should be dry. I might just put a little bit in there as well, because I like to use my super glue. Right, so that should be a fixed box. So if we super glue this either on there like that or on there like that, it really doesn't matter which way round we do it. That's probably the best way. You could tape this in place, then you'd be able to use it on another design. Or you can just rip it off afterwards. Helps you grip the right way up. I've said this in previous videos, the advantage of using a cardboard box is the ends should be parallel, so it should go straight. Right, that should be up together. Oh, I need to glue some of these on, don't I? And that was the one that didn't want to go on properly. Actually, that one, yeah, that one's tight. One of these other ones we're going to need to glue. Front wheels don't matter, they really don't need to grip very well, but the back ones do. If the back ones don't grip, then the axle spins and the wheels don't. So hopefully that will stick together. So, really doesn't matter which way round you do this. Well, that's not as tight as I hoped. I might put a bit of glue on there. That's the back end. Make sure you've got a little bit of a gap in there. You don't want them tight against the axle tubes, they've got to spin freely. Right, the only disadvantage with this design is because the axles are on the bottom, we've got to turn it over to put the rubber band on it. Right, what did we do with the rubber bands? Oh, there they are, still attached to there. How many do we need? That's just going to be long enough. So, through the loop. There we are. Now, if you wrap it round there, over the top and back on itself, it holds itself in place. But this will make it front wheel drive. Not a problem, but it's just worth pointing out. If you do it that way, it's going to go that way. And you might get problems with wheel spin. You might get problems with wheel spin anyway. If you get problems with wheel spin, that's where the wheels are spinning but they're not gripping the ground. Put some weight on it, or put rubber tyres on the CDs. Check out the video description, you'll find links to my help files on how to do that. But we'll put this on the floor now and see if it'll go front wheel drive. Wind it up So over the top, round so that the rubber band grips it in place. If you put it underneath and did it the other way, it'd become rear wheel drive instead of front wheel drive. I do prefer rear wheel drive, but we'll give it a go front wheel drive as a novelty. Right, I'll have to chase this with the camera. Okay, that works. Summary time, what have we got? We've got another rubber band powered car made from a cardboard box with 4 CDs for the wheels, 2 bamboo canes or barbecue skewers for the axles, and then we've sort of gone a bit technology, a bit technical. We've used 3D printed axle tubes front and back, and also 3D printed hubs for the CDs, so we match the centre to the thickness of the bamboo canes. Probably a bit of a cheat, but then I don't know, most schools seem to have access to 3D printers nowadays. If you need the files for the axle tubes, put a comment in and I'll make them available on Tinkercad or Thingiverse. And this particular one ends up as being front wheel drive because of the way I wind the rubber band up, but you could just as easily make it rear wheel drive if that's your preference. If you get wheel spin, put some weight on it, that'll hold the wheels on the ground, or check out my video description, there's links on how to put rubber tyres on CDs to give you extra grip. I think that'll do. Job done.